Hi, cuties. Thank you so much for joining tonight for our General Hospital review. All right. Thank you so much. I see Pam in the room as well as Queen of the South. If you guys could let me know if you can hear me, that would be helpful. Let me know if you can hear me. And I'm going to go up in these comments. I know there's like a 10-second delay. So, okay, you can hear me. Okay, great. All righty, guys. It's time to get into this General Hospital review. I hope you guys have had the opportunity to watch it. If not, I'm sure you'll watch the replay. And that's cool as well. So be sure to catch me on the replay. Let me see if I can adjust this. Okay. All right, guys. So let me. Hi, Kiki. Thank you so much for joining. Queen of the South, Pam. Thank you guys so much for being here early. I think LaShanta is here as well. Or it might be LaShante. I might be pronouncing your name wrong, so forgive me if I am. I don't know if Karen Boom Boom is here, rocks right now. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. Let's get into this General Hospital review. As always, if you would like to come and hold on. Let me see. If you would like to, if you have any thoughts as we're going through this review and would like to get on the mic, here is the link, and you can host it. LaShanta. Okay, perfect. So you can host it with me. Just let me know. I'm going to put the link across the screen. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Aretha. Thank you so much for joining as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. Again, if you want to join, you can I just put the link into the chat so you can have your thoughts known as well. But let's get into this review, guys, because is it Pam GH is your favorite now? Because there was a lot going on, and I didn't put everyone down in the slide because it was just too many moving people. So some of it I'm just going to say, but the majority of it, like people that had main speeches in the episode, they'll be here. All right, we start off with Dante and Sam. So Dante and Sam they've made it to London. Y'all know they're looking for Maggie, and they're looking to find out Esme's background. So they went over to London. They've made it to their hotel. Dante says Sam has scared him the way she was driving and everything, but they made it and they're safe. So it is what it is. And so they're talking, right? And as they're going through everything, he tells her, they get romantic, and then she tells him, like, well, no, we can't stay like this. We have to go and find Maggie, because Sam lets him know she really does think that Esme has memory loss. She doesn't feel like Esme is faking this, and she's convinced that it is, but they need to find Maggie to see if there's any type of link between what's going on with Esme and the hook killer. They want to find out if there's any type of link that's going on. So until they can find out that information, they need to look for the killer. And y'all, that was pretty much it with Sam and Dante. They're looking for Maggie. I hope they find her as well. Hi, Lakeisha. Thank you so much for joining. Says, please find Maggie. Exactly. They're really needing to find her. And Pam says, Esme isn't faking. I don't think she is. And I actually like Esme this way. So I wish they would keep her like that. Because she's a nicer Esme, but she does need to pay for her crimes, whether she remembers it or not. She still did those things. So yeah. So then we go over here to Michael and Willow. And they want to do this wedding, right? So Michael is like, at this point, anything Willow wants, she says she wants to do the wedding, but she doesn't want to be in the hospital. She is ready to go home. She wants to be with her children. I was like, I don't know if that's the smartest move, because they told you had weeks left. But I mean, if you don't want to spend your last weeks, if you can't find a match, if you don't want to spend your last weeks in the hospital, then yeah, she wants to go home. So he says, well, Terry is at a wedding right now because it's, it's Curtis and Portia, and she says, they're at a wedding right now, so right now we can't get the approval to take you home, but we'll definitely work on that. And she was like, okay. And she said, he was like, where do you want to get married? And she said, we know we have to get married soon, so I want to get married I guess at the Quartermains. They want to redo. And he was like, yeah, my family would love that. And so they were like, yes, let's go ahead and get married that way, right? I said, okay, okay. And that's pretty much it with them, y'all. They decide that they want to go ahead and get married. They want to do it at the Quartermains. Whatever time she has left, she wants to be at home with her family in that time frame. So then we see So then we see Carly and Liesl. They are in the elevator together, right? And Carly is there, she minding her business, but Liesl stops the elevator and she was like, listen, I've been wanting to get you alone. And I said, uh-oh, this is about to be a whole mess. But she just tells Carly, what you did to my niece, she said, now I get it. I understand why I understand why you did that with Nell. It was after the fact. She wasn't that great of a person. I get it. She said, but what you did with Willow, not telling Nina, and I thought she was really going to go in on Carly, but she didn't. She just says, I wouldn't wish that on you. And as much as I do like Carly, because a lot of people think because I like Nina, I don't like Carly. I do like Carly. She just gets on my nerves sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, oh my, she does things and she thinks about the consequences later, and that's annoying to see, and all the time with her. But she just tells her, what you did with Nina and Willow, that wasn't right, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't wish that even on you. I hope you never experience that pain. And so then Carly says, I know you've been through a lot with Britt passing. And she said, yes. And everyone keeps telling me she died a hero, but I would rather have my daughter than people telling me, oh, she died such a hero. And so that makes Carly think back, because she doesn't know that Britt actually died protecting Josh. A lot of people don't know that, because they didn't release that to the public. And so because of that, it softened Carly up a little bit when it came to speaking to Liesl and just letting her know, okay, because she says, I want you to do a favor, because she tells her, I'm so sorry, about everything that's happened and with Britt. And she said, if you really feel that way, then help me to get Willow, some type of relationship between Willow and Nina and Willow. And she said, well, that really don't have anything to do with me. They were going to have a bad relationship whether I stepped and told about this or not. They already did not have a good relationship. And she was like, but there's something else that she could do. So at that point, we see where sorry guys, we see where Carly goes in and she speaks to Michael and Willow. And when she's speaking to them, she lets them know that they tell her about the wedding and she's really excited. And they were like, it's going to be in 2 weeks. And she's like, oh, that's no problem for Olivia and I. We can whip that wedding together. And she was like, okay, thank you so much for that. I'm going to go to the comments really quick, guys. Carly asked Willow to speak to Orbit, but too much bad blood between Willow and Nina. Yeah. You like both soaps now? Yeah, they're both good. Oh, thank you so much, Nikesha. Thank you so much for joining tonight. All right, Nikki, I love Brit, but maybe a huge blessing, really. Okay. Okay, you're talking to Pam. You're talking to Keisha. Troy says Trina needs to stop bossing Spencer around. She's not his mama. She goes from everybody else's, like same goals for everybody else's else. It's his life. He has the right to be wicked anytime he wants or not. All right, then, you feel strongly about that. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to get back into the review. Again, if anyone wants to come on screen, if you have anything to say and you want to come on screen, there is the link for you to do so as well. All right. Oh, I'm gonna read Nakisha's and then I'm gonna be done. Willow's so selfish for asking for a deathbed wedding. I feel bad for Michael. It must be hard having oh girl. Y'all are a mess. I did kind of feel that way, like Willow, you're about to die. Like stay in the hospital so you could try to get like hooked up to the machines and they keep you. But she said, I want to go home and have this wedding. So Carly is like, we could do it all for you. We can get it all together. We're gonna do this, and they're like, okay. And so remember, 2 weeks. They're gonna do this all in 2 weeks. So then we see where after Carly does this, Michael leaves out and she brings Liesel in to talk to Willow, and Carly stays in the background. And so she's talking to Willow, and she just tells her, "You come from a strong line of women, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna get through this, whether you like it or not." And Willow is really friendly to her. She's really, she seems somewhat receptive to her, and she doesn't seem she's not as hostile towards her as she is towards Nina, but of course they haven't had that interaction like she and Nina. So I don't know, it was a nice moment to see those two together. And then Carly was in the background, and I'm like, Carly, I know you're not jealous, because she was looking a little bit jealous when that was going on. Carly just won't extend any grace to Nina. Just say you did it out of spite to spite her already. See, that's one thing that I'm just like, why won't they let her just admit, okay, yeah, a part of me did it out of spite, but they keep making it be about Willow, and I'm like, I mean, but it wasn't 100% about her. I like Carly and Nina and Nina. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get back to the review. So she just tells her, I'm going to be here for you, whether you like that or not. You're family and you come from a strong line of women, and you're going to fight this. And so we're going to do, I think, because we know she needs a transplant, and we know that Liesl just went and had, got tested to see if she was going to be a match. So I think maybe she'll be a match for her, and maybe that's how they'll start bridging the gap. But let me tell you something. Something's going to happen later on in the episode, and I said, Nina, please don't do this. Okay, so then we see, so everyone is arriving to the wedding, because y'all know that's why we're here, for this wedding. So everyone's arriving to the wedding, and we see Laura and Ava, and she talks to her about being there. And are you thinking about Nicholas? And she says, oh well, one can't help but to think about him right now, because it's a wedding. But she wants to focus on Portia and Curtis, because it's a happy moment for all of them right now. So she just wants to focus on that, and not really pay any mind to Nicholas, right? So then we see Drew and Curtis talking, and Drew is like, "Man, you really are not nervous about this wedding at all." He says, "No, I'm marrying the love of my life. I'm marrying the woman of my dreams. So how could I possibly be nervous?" I said, "All right, then let's keep going with that one." And so then we see Terry talks to Elizabeth. She talked to Finn. Terry talked to Finn at first and was like, "Have you talked to Liz? Have you seen Liz? I've been trying to reach her. I can't get in contact with her." And he was like, "Well, I don't think that's going to be hard." So she's there, and Elizabeth is talking in riddles to Terry, because she don't really know what's going on, but she tells her everything's going to be fine, and she has something big for tomorrow. And I said, Elizabeth, you're still going to the police? I don't know why at this point, why are you going to the police to tell on yourself? I ride that to the grave. That's just one secret that's just going to have to die with me. I'll ride that. So then we see TJ and Molly have arrived to the wedding, and she says, "Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful ceremony. It's so beautiful in here." And he asks her, "Do you regret like that we didn't do this, and we just had like our domestic partnership?" And she was like, "All right, I guess, what do you call ceremony?" And she was like, "No, no, no, I don't regret that at all." I was like, I mean, they were just fillers. I'm sorry, they were just fillers. So we're gonna move on from them. So then we see Sunny and Nina, and she thanks him for getting her out and making her come to this wedding, because it's just what she needed, to get her mind off of everything with Willow. And then, oh God. So Nina goes and she congratulates Drew, right? And she tells him congratulations, because y'all know they're close. So he says, thank you for being here. I know it's a lot. You got a lot going on, but she tells him this is a great thing to get her mind off. And she tells Curtis that as well. And so, Sonny is congratulating Curtis and they all do that, right? So then it's Nina and Drew. And she says, Drew, is Carly gonna be here? And he was like, I don't think she was invited. She said, I don't think she was invited either, but I thought she might have been your plus one. I said, Drew, go tell Carly y'all can't be seen around each other, because Nina is about to tell. Nina is she's going to tell on y'all that she's going to report you guys to the SEC because she's upset. Okay, let me go into the comments just really quick. So Sandy says, finally, Jordan admitted she loves Curtis. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's fine, Pam. They're watching. Sometimes some people just watch. They never actually go into the chat, and that's fine. Let's just say Spencer is an entitled brat. I can't stand him. Treat him mad because he started for nothing. Sonny says nothing. Pam says, "Oh, I love Spencer." Nina got to be messy with Drew. Yes, she was very messy, but I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay, y'all. You can love someone and not be in love with them. I think that's what Jordan feels. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to protect his siblings. I'm proud of him. And who says Trina needs is a yes man. That's why Trina hard on Spencer, but he will never be her yes man. All right, y'all got feelings. Y'all got feelings in the comment. Let's see. And then oranges and the orange. This is the last one I'm going to read before we continue with the review. Portia was so she was talking to Jordan. I loved it. Right? I was like, girl, but we're going to get to that. But I was like, girl, if you all right. So all right, let's keep going with the review. And you guys, everyone has strong opinions. Just always be respectful towards each other with them. All right. So we see so Nina is doing all of this right with Drew, and I said, girl, Drew, she is going to tell on y'all. You and Carly need to form some type of plan, because she knows what's happening, and she's pretty much putting it in your face that she knows, and she's going to tell. So then we go to Trina and Spencer. Now they're having a nice moment because she uninvited him. He says, that was really nice of your family and your mom and everything to invite me. And she said, yeah. And so then her uncle and her grandfather come up. She introduces them to Spencer and everything. And it was a nice moment. Why couldn't it have stayed like that? But then here we go with Joss and Dex. They come out of he's outside. I don't know why Jocelyn was outside, but she's outside and she's like, what are you doing here? And he told her that he's security for the wedding, right? He's added security because he's there and everything. And so she was like, oh, okay. And she was like, oh my gosh, I hate that you work with Sonny, because we can't be together and we can't do anything because you work for him, so we can't be at this wedding together. And he was like, yeah, but yeah, I hate that too, but he tells her she looks nice and everything. They're flirting, they're not a couple, I guess, but they're a couple, if that makes sense. And so they're minding their own business. And then Spencer and Trina were going walking, and he sees Dex, and he was like, what you doing here? And Joss is like, he is here working, and so then Spencer is like, well, why are you taking up for him? Because Joss was trying to defend him. And so he was like, why are you taking up for him? And she was like, he's works for Sonny. And he was like, he was pretty much like, why are you taking up for the help? It's other people who work for Sonny, and you don't take up for them like that. But Spencer is being like that because he already knows there's something more going on to it. And he thinks Dex is the reason that Joss and Cam broke up in the first place. So because of that, he's like, I already know this. And so he's hostile towards Dex, and he's like, you need to leave. And he was like, I'll work for you. And so Trina is like, Spencer, come on. Like, Spencer, come on. You need to leave with me. Let's just go. And he was like, you go on, Trina. I'm gonna be here for a second. And I said, Spencer, please just leave. Because if Cam is not fighting for the, his own feelings this much, why do you have to? Now, I appreciate that he stands up for his friend, but they're not admitting to what they did. So just let it go at this point. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna let it go. Yeah, she's in the background. The heavenly hi, thank you so much for joining. Sandy says Drew is afraid to tell Nina to shut up and stay out of his business because he's scared of Sonny. But he could have politely been like, no, because he was just like, no, Carly, me and Carly is nothing. But he could politely tell her that, whatever he has going on with Carly is really personal, and she, but yeah, he doesn't want any problems with Sonny, because he's walked this thin line with Sonny, this fine line where on one hand he's very respectful towards Sonny, but on another hand he tries to be like, this is my business. Like, even when Sonny was like, you need to tell me what's going on as far as why is Carly talking to Nina, he was like, it's not really my place. It's like he walks this fine line of not trying to be on Sonny's bad side. I agree with that, Sandy. I love Spencer apologizes. I hope Spencer apologizes to Trina. I hope Willow and Michael get married for the second time. Drew needs to stand up. Yes. It's not Spencer's business. He didn't act that way with Book and Jill. Yeah, Book and Jill. I think what Ava told him about his dad has something to do with why Spencer was being an extra jerk. Yeah, he's still upset because he kind of told Trina that as well when they were talking separately, that his dad just let him down like he's supposed to. So it is bothering him to think that Nicholas has just left town. Remember, Spencer is a gangster in training with Sonny. Yeah, that's true. I agree, Pam. You never know. For Trina's sake. Okay. Alexa, Spencer caved with Book. Spencer, I didn't know him then. I see his actions now. All right, guys, let's move along. So anyway, Spencer is being a jerk. He's really being a jerk to Dex, but I get why he's being. Hold on, y'all. But I get why he's being that way. Why he's going, he's being that way to Dex, because he's like, I know something going on with Cam, and I know it's because of you. So Trina trying to get him to leave, and then Sonny comes up and he's like, what's going on? And Joss is like, Spencer's being entitled. And then Trina gets mad at Sonny, like, we don't need your security here. I was like, who are you mad at? You're mad at Spencer. And now you're mad at Sonny because Dex is here and he's upset Spencer, and they're not having a good time anymore. And so then Spencer just walks off, and he was like, he don't like him or whatever. And so Sonny was like, what happened? And he was like, oh, he just wanted me to leave. He said it sounded like Spencer was trying to provoke you and you didn't let it get to you. And he was like, it is. Oh, let me move the page. Oh, well, I guess not. And he was like, yeah, but it's whatever. It's nothing. And so Sonny is just like, at the end of the day, he tells Dex, because everybody's left at this point. He tells Dex, I got a meeting with Pikeman, and because he tells Dex to leave, right? Because it's a mess, and he was just leave. He said, but I got a meeting with Pikeman in 2 weeks. Now remember, Michael's wedding is in 2 weeks as well, and he said, and I want you there. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna be there. So then Trina talks to Ava, and she all upset, and Ava's like, what's wrong? She's like, Spencer just being a jerk. I said, girl, you don't forgive Spencer. Let's move on. So then anyway, so after Sonny tells Dex that he has a meeting with Pikeman scheduled for 2 weeks from now, Dex runs right over to their hospital, even though Jocelyn just told Dex everything that's going on. He still runs right over to this hospital and he tells Michael, and Michael was like, at first I was like, Michael was gonna say, oh, just call it off, call it off, call it off. But then he was like, okay, when is it? And he was like, 2 weeks from now. I said, I don't know what's gonna happen in 2 weeks, but I'm here for this mess. Like, if this makes them wrap this storyline up about Michael being so angry with Sonny, then please wrap it up. Queen of the South said Alexa Spencer cover. Oh, my bad, I didn't read this. Um, how far do you think the reception will go? I don't know. It's supposed to go all the way. We see them at the altar. It was nice seeing Dex today. Okay, you're a Dex fan. I don't know why. It's something about Dex. I guess all the lying. Like, he came in lying, and now he's with Joss lying. He's with Michael lying. He's with Sonny lying. I guess that's why I'm just like, when it comes to Dex, it's like all the lies. I like Dex. He's real as he can be for now. Michael's wedding 2 weeks. She may die before then. I don't know. I like Spencer, but it wasn't a time or place to provoke a fight. Exactly. I like Spencer as well, but I'm like, this is not the time. You could have kept walking and just noted what was going on and just kept walking, Queen. I agree with you. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. So then we hear Portia. We go to Portia and Jordan. I said, baby, what is happening here? So Jordan is like, what are you doing here, Portia? And she says, girl, I came to tell you, are you really gonna get married to this man, knowing that you're lying to him and that Trina is his child? And she was like, Portia, Jordan, she was like, Portia told Jordan, you need to mind your business. Stay out of my business, Jordan. And I said, girl, she is not about to stay out of your business. And she said, well, it's not me you have to worry about. Aunt Stella knows, and she said Aunt Stella isn't really sick. She said, no, girl. Aunt Stella put two and two together that she had a match, and then her match goes away when Trina goes offline. So the DNA matching, she's figured out that Curtis is probably Trina's father. And so she's not, no, she's not sick. She just doesn't want to be at this wedding and officiate you lying to her nephew. And baby, Portia was just like, see, look what you did. I said, no. It is a little bit Jordan's fault. It is a little bit of Jordan's fault because she kept investigating. She was like, I'm a police officer. I said, but this wasn't a case. This wasn't a case. You made this your personal business to investigate, Jordan. That's the difference. But baby, she said, listen, I'm still gonna tell. And Portia is naive. Oh, someone said that earlier in the comments. They were like, Portia is just being naive about this, thinking that Aunt Stella would not tell. And I'm like, she's not going to tell. She kept that secret about Marshall. I said, she did that for her sister. Like, that was her sister. You are not related to this woman. That is her nephew. She has no blood ties to you except for Trina, and her nephew doesn't know that that's his daughter. So why would she keep this? Why would she hold this for you, ma'am? That doesn't make any sense. We don't know anything about Dex. We need background information. I think so too, Sandy. We need more information. I haven't seen today's yet. Didn't. Oh, okay. Come through, Jordan. I know you're ready for Jordan to tell. Come through, Stella left like or Jordan. So Michael had two babies with two sisters who Nell and Willow. Correct. Yep. Okay. Ain't no way an ex-wife should stop in my wedding. We would be pulling hair. I as much as I like Jordan, she was out of line for this. I was like, you are out of line. There's no way that you should be going in and talking to this girl on her wedding day. Delusional Portia is my favorite. Oh, yes, Orange is the New Orange. Thank you. It was you who told me that. Delusional Portia is my favorite. I love how she is playing it. Because I'm like, girl, you really think Aunt Stella is going to keep a secret from you for you and lie to her nephew? She did that for her sister, not you. And Michael deserves whatever bad stuff comes his way. I'm so tired of Michael playing this bad guy act with when it comes to Sonny. Like, he cannot forgive. Let it go at this point. Your mama has moved on to Drew and she's happy. Dex lies way too easily. I think so too. That's my only thing with Dex. It's just, I don't know. It's something. It's just all the lies, and he's lying to everybody. Guilt written all on Portia's face. Yes, it was. Hey, Freddie, thank you so much for joining. I'm a truthful person, and I think Jordan was trying to give the heads up about Stella knowing. That's why she really did come there. Thank you so much for joining. I think that's why she really did come there, because she was trying to give her a heads up. She was like, "Lit girl, on Stella, I don't know if you really believe she gonna keep quiet, but I don't know. We'll see." I'm gonna take Freddie's and then I'm gonna go back to the review. Spencer is gonna comfort Trina after Portia's truth bomb. Yep, he will. This is a whole mess, but y'all know I like it messy because it's a soap, so I'm here for it. So Jordan is trying to tell Portia, "Girl, you can't do this. You cannot marry this man without telling him the truth. Go and tell him the truth." And she was like, "I know what it is." And I said, "What is it, girl? What is it?" She said, "I know what it is. You're jealous. And you still love Curtis. And you're mad because you see that he is in love with me, and but you're still in love with him, so you're upset that he's marrying me." Hi, David, thank you so much for joining. Yes, Award. And she said, "So that's what this problem is." And I said, "No, Jordan is not still in love with Curtis." And then Jordan said, "Yes, I still love him." I said, "What? I've been defending you for months, girl, trying to like Curtis needs to stop acting like Jordan just wants him so bad." But she said, but I agree. Somebody said earlier, I don't really think she loves him like, "I want to take you from Portia." I think she loves him and she doesn't want to see him hurt. And she can't have him, but she really does want the best for him. So I think Jordan is coming from a good place when she tells Portia, "You need to tell," because she said, "I didn't tell. Look how my marriage turned out. So I'm trying to tell you, go ahead and tell." But Portia is like, this lie has went on too long, and it is my wedding day. I'm not about to tell anything." But she also feels really guilty, but she don't want to hear it from Jordan. So Jordan ends up leaving, and she leaves Portia alone, right? And so then, okay, let me get in. Michael was also with Key. I don't know why my StreamYard is doing that. Like some of the comments not coming through. Jordan keeping it real. Curtis left her. He would leave her too. He's a hypocrite. So if we go by the spoiler for next week, Trina should be finding out by Friday if he's comforting her on Monday. Okay. I agree, Nikki. Jordan wants the best for Curtis. Hey everyone. Hi, Grams TV. Thank you so much for joining. All right. So now we got Portia. She's in her in the room still getting dressed and everything, and she reminiscing to when Curtis asked her, "Could Trina be mine? Because I'm looking at the age and I'm remembering around the time we were together." And she was like, no, he can't be she can't be yours. She's not yours or whatever. And so she lied. She should have told the truth then. So now she's starting to get anxious because she's like, "Oh my God, I can't do this," because Jordan has finally told her, "Girl, you really want to marry this man? That's how I lost him." Because Jordan told her, "Don't marry him and then let the truth come out from somebody else." And she was also letting her know, what if Trina gets sick? What if Trina does the DNA? What if all these things happen? And so now she done got in Portia's head, and Portia, her hands shaking, her nails were really pretty. Portia looked gorgeous on these last episodes in her wedding dress. Everything is really pretty. At least to me, she looked really pretty in all of it. So now her hands are shaking. She's trying to grab the bouquet, but she's shaking and she's like, "Oh Lord, I need to tell this." So she's wanting to tell, right? And then Curtis comes to the door and he knocks and he was like, "Portia." And so at this point, because she was about to leave, right? She had just decided, "I guess I'm gonna go and tell." So as she was getting ready to leave, it's Curtis knocking at the door, and he's just like, "I know it's right before the wedding, but I just want to tell you how much I love you, and I'm so excited about marrying you." And she was about to open the door and tell him, like, "This, I can't do this." But then he says, "No, don't open it." And she was like, "I didn't know you were superstitious." He said, "I'm not. But I just want you to know that I'm so happy." And then Trina comes up because she was going to visit Portia, and she hears Curtis just telling her, he's so happy they got back together again. She's the love of his life. He couldn't ask for a better woman, yada, yada. He just going in on how much he loves Portia. I said, sir, you don't hear her crying? Like, you're not gonna ask why she's crying? Because she on the other side of the door, just all emotional. The guilt is eating her up, and she's just like, yes, okay. And so then he leaves after he tells her that, tells her all these sweet things. Okay, I agree. Portia looked beautiful. Beauty is pain. The reason Portia's snapping at Jordan because she know Jordan is telling the truth. Exactly. So many people here at our team Spencer laugh out. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah. All right. So then, it's all everybody. The wedding is happening, and then so Portia's outside now because it's time to get married. So her dad has come. Trina is there, and she started talking to Trina. And I said, Portia, you might as well tell the truth if you're gonna talk like this. And she tells Trina, no matter what, I want you to know, I've always loved you, and I always, I always wanted the best for you. I only wanted the best for you. I only tried to give you the best and everything. And Trina was like, why are you talking like you going off to war or overseas? Like, you getting married, like it's all good. But she just felt so guilty. And she says, remember, I love you, Trina. Like, yeah, she tells her, remember, I always love you, and I always did this. Everything I did is because I love you and everything. And so then it's time to get married, right? So it's time for her to get together and get married. And so she goes to the altar. Laura is there, and they're all at the wedding, and they're like, if anyone has they start the wedding ceremony, and they're like, if anyone has anything to say that would make these people not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. I said, Jordan, you better not pop up out of here. You better not pop up out of here. Let this one go, sister. But I said, it might be on Stella. And Portia all nervous and stuff because she know at any moment somebody could say something. But then on tomorrow's episode, they're going to tell her, on tomorrow's episode, they're going to say, do you two know any reason that you two should not get married? And I said, girl, I don't know. But if we read the spoilers, Trina is about to become suspicious about something going on. They don't say what, but I'm assuming it has to do with this wedding. Trina is about to become suspicious and want to know what's going on. Like, why are y'all, what's going on? And Portia is gonna feel guilty. Okay, now as Portia was walking down the aisle, I will say this. I said, girl, you look so guilty. I've never seen a bride look so guilty. Baby, at any moment, she looked like she was about to bolt out of that wedding because she knows she's wrong for what she's doing. Even, I like Portia. She's a little bit boring, but when they actually put effort into writing them a storyline, it's good. But she looked so guilty, and then Curtis was up there trying to cry. Y'all know I like Curtis, but his acting sometimes. I said, sir, pull it together. So he's up there trying to cry, trying to act like he's emotional. And I guess he thinking Portia all emotional just because that she's so in love with him. But let me go to the comments. Where's Willow? Where's Willow and Heather Weber? That's all I know. We talked about Willow earlier. She's going home. She's getting married, and they show Heather, I believe, tomorrow. David, I saw a picture of Portia and Curtis together in their wedding attire, holding hands after the ceremony, or maybe between it. Looks like they get married without a hitch. I guess so. If they don't end this storyline, let's see. I love the look Spencer gave Trina while she was walking down the aisle. I know those two are so cute. And when he tried to apologize to Jocelyn, she was like, you always sorry about something. Anyways, I would love to see Carly and Ava at the Metro Court before bar comforting Portia once this blows up, since they all hit paternity. Yep. They can relate. Portia doesn't want to feel the rub up. Exactly. He kind of deserved it. Like, maybe he'll make it up to her later. Yeah, he did deserve it. Yes, Curtis does need some acting classes. That's Diana from Days of Our Lives. See, you've been watching Days forever. Are you talking about Portia, the black woman, or because I don't, Laura never played on anything else. I don't know. So are you talking about her? That's who was on Days of Our Lives. Y'all, sometimes y'all be knowing people like when they cross over to other soaps, and I'll be like, no, I wasn't watching that soap at that time. Um, I know they didn't build this up for nothing. Y'all, they better not have built it up for nothing. I want to see fireworks at this wedding. Oh, Laura. Okay, so she played on Days of Our Lives. All right. I've only known her on General Hospital, but I watched Days, and then I would not watch it for a few years, and then I would watch it again. So I only know her from General Hospital. But I'm with you, LaShanta. They better not have built this wedding up so high that we're ready to see like some explosions and the truth finally come out, and then it's nothing. But I don't know, guys. That's all I have for you on this review. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. That's all I have for you on this review. I guess we'll be going live. I hope the writers of General Hospital break up Crazy Nina and Sunny. I like those two together. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I love those two together. Don't forget the People magazine behind the scenes comes out tomorrow for GH 60 years. Yeah, we showed the cover for anyone who didn't get to see it. We showed that cover on our review on Friday. She was on Days and AMC. Laura played on White. Well, she played on them all then. See, I only know her from General Hospital. Thank you, Nikki, as always. Thank you so much for joining, Pam. Y'all, that's all I have for you on the review. I guess we'll be going live tomorrow for the wedding. I mean, I don't know how many days, but I know for sure when tomorrow will probably be the last day I do a live review over this wedding, because Wednesday I gotta go to I gotta travel to help my mother finish moving and packing. Wednesday is the last day, so I won't be on Wednesday. It'll be a pre-recorded. It'll be just a regular video that I normally, just do a review to. All right, late. So I was late for the party. Yeah, we're done. We started at 6 or 7 Eastern. Thank you, Leniki, for the great read. Thank you so much for joining Queen of the South. Good night, all. Good night, Jane. Thank you. Orange is the new orange. Thank you. I'll see you guys later on tomorrow for another live review. It'll be the same time, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 on the West Coast. I'll see you tomorrow for another live review, and then it'll be just back to the regular recaps. Goodbye.